What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Bunch formation for these receivers. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give to the left. Breaks the tackle. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Bobcats will have a 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution of the option by this guy.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And this This offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Jackson gonna throw it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It is good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick,
they'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Spartans. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They did.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Jackson will throw. Slips a tackle. Firing to the right, complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He might want another play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas State.
To the air on first down. moving away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that.
25.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Oh, there's the ball. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Makes the catch. It's Sparks. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. We're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bobcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's... They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Going right to work up top. He makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the returner goes down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Kim. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Grab near the marker. It's Wheeler. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Complete to the right. It's a running room. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's good enough for first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's McMillan. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got to move quickly at the 1-minute mark. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. The inside handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little boost for your running.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Offense in a bunch formation. Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete on the right side. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's a heat. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Incomplete! Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking for a crease to the left. Creates a little space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Jackson will throw. Might be looking to run. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Texas State. Number 1 with the carry.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off.
It leads to 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. It's a seam wide open. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
The Bobcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll operate out of split backs. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lewis. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch, but the officials right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quickly complete. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing them. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Quarterback running on the draw. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shoots his way for more. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, a lot of space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes. Those gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Bobcats! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to West Virginia.
Looking for a man. It's McCown.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
And that's a first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Henry.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw him to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Kearney on the Jets. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first touchdown, Roadrunners. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. That's caught. It's Sparks. Strong, firm tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you in.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And the Roadrunners inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense might bring the house here. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's just...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UTSA!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge.
Texas State, 14.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate.
And the Texas State offense will take
This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Tagged out of the air.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week and start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bobcats will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams.
And they get to him, and Jackson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the...
Gives it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. It's caught downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
He's going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball. From the gun, the running back has it. the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the Bobcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson will throw. They've got the screen set up. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a fit. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas State Bobcats. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Bobcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The Bobcats will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Bobcats are marching down the field. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The Bobcats have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Texas State's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Groupers. The defense putting points on the board. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll put a stop to that. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding open areas. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jackson gonna throw it. He wants to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Oh, they're faking it. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. The give out of the gun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lions. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the outside. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Burgess. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jackson gonna throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. It's incomplete, and the offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's loose. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Jackson will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. With the catch, it's Sparks. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the... He wants to start this drive with a pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him? And the Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll pitch it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Sparks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big fullback's got it. The Bobcats get it past the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on fourth, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
Got the first down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Quarterback may change this route. On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bobcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Cole finds his man on the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bobcats get enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now a fair catch. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And some room to work. Wide open spaces. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stakes. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Tries to do it himself on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Jackson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to buy time. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Gets drilled as he... Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Looking for room at the 40. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas State.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy with a big fat W.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed him with his legs, picking up the first down.
Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out.
Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I think that's one of the hardest routes to defend. When you're outside and they're running comebacks, you think about it. It looks like it's going deep. It's going deep. I can't get beat deep. Receiver sits down, but how about the break on the football?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a... This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Summers. He's not going to... Defense on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Give to the fullback. He's not going to get there.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
The Red Wolves can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's crossed. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Hit as he throws. Got his man. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Fires to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a 2-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing. Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
They want to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Summers. He can't make it in. The two-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the fourth.
And I would say this is one of the hardest things to do in football. When you know an onside kick is coming, you're not going to get it very often, but they perform it, and they got a chance to go down the field now and go win this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Burris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Time to take a shot. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They're getting everybody to the line of scrimmage. Got to line up, spike it, stop the clock, and try to get the game-winning field goal up. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. This almost certainly to win the game. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Absolutely perfect. Big celebration, understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve...
And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Lions. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today as we take it. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Handoff from the gun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front? Not
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Bobcats are flying down the field. The give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll go to the fullback. Will not get... Jackson gonna throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Burgess. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Throws for the tight end. He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to slam in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give on the counter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Making side adjustments here. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Working that left side now. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job.
Scores on the sneak.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jackson will throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. Open the 6.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give on the option. Got enough for the first down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just...
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense obviously at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Jackson will throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide...
Going over the top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their...
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Is incomplete. Coming up, 4th down.
And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away.
To kick it away.
They boot it away on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's... The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the...
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebacker.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch at the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have happened.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after that field goal... So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Jackson going to throw it. Here's a heat. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. And tackled there by the defense. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Bobcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open.
Lots of running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Got his man quickly. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Jackson gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Sparks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. It's a seam wide open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, a lot of space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Finds his man. It's Anderson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fakes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. They're setting up the screen. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jackson gonna throw it. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Sparks. Turning on the Jets. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Run it with the fullback. He will. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.